Could we really have found life on other planets in our solar system? And if we have, what does that really mean for our search for intelligent life, life amongst the stars? And if you are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. It really does help us out. We've wondered about life on Mars for decades. We've even had a few false positives over the years. Who else remembers President Clinton standing on the lawn in front of the White House announcing that we had found evidence that there was once life on Mars? If life existed billions of years ago, that would be one thing. But what if it could actually still exist today? Well, this year the Mars Express probe has confirmed that underground lakes of liquid water have been discovered on Mars. And where there is liquid water, there is the possibility of life. Now, we're not talking about little fishes swimming around Mars, but microbial life could exist on the red planet even today. Now, it's one of the fundamental questions we have as humans. Are we alone in the universe? In my opinion, though, as soon as we realised how many stars there are in the galaxy, 200 billion plus in ours alone, and that there are 200 billion plus galaxies in the universe, perhaps we then need to start thinking about the possibility that we are not alone in the universe, and in fact it's almost a statistical impossibility that we are. And we now know that almost all of those stars have planets, and most of those planets could support life. But that's a universe. What if we actually found life on planets much closer to home? Venus may be one of the most inhospitable planets in our solar system. One of the brightest objects in the night sky. It's often called Earth's twin. It's very similar to the planet Earth in lots and lots of ways. It's of a similar size and density. It's built in a similar ways to the Earth with a hard metal core and a crusty outer mantle. It has a dense atmosphere, and on the surface there are volcanoes that spew molten lava. Even though in many ways it's similar to the Earth, it is far less inhabitable. There is a dense atmosphere that covers the planet. Pressures at the surface are intense. Acid rain falls to the ground everywhere you look, and the clouds are literally full of sulfuric acid. So how on earth could any life survive on this world? Extreme global warming causes these temperatures. 471 degrees centigrade plus. It is the hottest planet in our solar system. Never mind being inhospitable to life, it's even inhospitable to our own probes. The Venera 9 lasted 53 minutes, the Venera 13 lasted only 127 minutes before the pressure, heat and acidity destroyed them. But this was not always the case, and hundreds of millions of years ago, Venus was in fact cooler than the Earth, had liquid water on the surface, and perhaps harboured life. So maybe, just maybe, some of that life exists even today. Up high in the clouds, 30 miles above the surface, we may have actually detected a byproduct and signs of microbial life. Scientists had detected the signs of phosphine in the upper atmosphere of Venus. Now, as far as we're aware, this can only be created as a reaction of microbial life. Now, it is possible there's some sort of chemical reaction going on in the upper atmosphere of Venus that we don't totally understand. But as far as we know, this means life. But is it possible? Is it really possible that life could exist in such a harsh environment? Well, on Earth we know that wherever we look for life, we seem to find it. In the mouths of volcanoes or the deepest oceans, we seem to find life wherever we look for it. Now, a lot of the life we find in these extreme locations are very alien to us, or maybe even just microbial. But what we have learned in the last few years is that life seems to be able to exist anywhere, even in places we never thought for a second it could. Extremophiles that are a type of animal that come in lots of shapes and sizes, but mostly microbial, that we have found to be incredibly robust. They can survive levels of acidity, radiation, heat that we never thought possible. There is even a theory that these type of animals could travel amongst the stars. In a theory called transpermia, microbes or meteors could survive millions of years, land on a fresh planet, warm up, come back to life, and perhaps this is how life could spread amongst the universe. So is there going to be exotic life forms in the clouds of Venus? No, probably not. It's probably going to be some sort of microbial extremophile or something like that. But what does this mean for our search for extraterrestrial life? For me, if life is existing like this on our doorstep, that tells us that it almost certainly exists everywhere amongst the universe. And if that's true, then our search for intelligent life, our search for ET, is inevitable. It will happen. We will find them because they are out there.